Thank you very much. So, attention, attention. The virus of truth spread all over Sweden again. Well, my name is Heiko Schönig. I'm a medical doctor from Germany. Well, most of the people know me about these events. But I can tell you, we have just 10 minutes, and I don't want to talk too much about the events, more than about content. Because this is much more important, because it's about your life and the health and the sake of your families too. And I kid you not. So, most of the people know me because an old tradition ended in London last year. 900 years, everybody could go to Speaker's Corner in London at Hyde Park and speak out whatever they like. And this ended on the 26th of September 2020, because I was arrested. So, and before, at Trafalgar Square, the police cut out the microphone and the power, yes, that I was not able to speak to the people at Trafalgar Square in the heart of London. This happened a few hours before, and then when I stood on a bench on Hyde Park Speaker's Corner, this was the same thing. So then they arrested me for 22 hours. So just for speak out. So, and some friends here, like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the nephew of the US President John F. Kennedy, he supported this. The British government arrested me here, there, and a lot of our people. Well, but we came back, even to Sweden, to Stockholm. And so what was it? So 1 year ago, we had more than 1 million people gathered together in Berlin, at this place. You see it there in the black and white picture. And we tried to do this again this year in Berlin, but it was very repressive. Everything was forbidden. But anyway, we were 100,000 there just a couple of weeks ago. And we had good conferences on the content, like our second scientific conference in Budapest, what we arranged at the World Freedom Alliance. And I'm happy that my colleague, Mats Palsvi from Denmark, addressed the speech yesterday here. So these are some pictures. Okay, so what is the content? So it's about organized crime. And to go into the very details here, you're dealing with highly criminals. And there is a company out, it's called Emergent Biosolutions. It's an American company. And they are producing now the corona vaccine for a lot of companies. They have like a monopoly. For AstraZeneca, for Johnson & Johnson, for Novavax, and some others. And this company was 20 years ago the same company that had the monopoly on the anthrax vaccine. So, this is an old crime with anthrax. Exactly 20 years ago, there was an attack, they killed people, and it created a worldwide panic like today, corona, corona, corona. It was anthrax, anthrax, anthrax. Yes, and it was a part of 9/11. So the parliament in the US was closed, and laws were established in 2001 because of this. So it was a blueprint to the corona crimes today. This is a connection. And you see here a man. The man is Dr. Bruce Ivans, and he is officially the perpetrator of the anthrax attacks. It was like in 2001, the American blamed, oh, we have this deadly bioagent, it was so sophisticated, weaponized, it must be a state. So it was, they said it was Iraq. And they wanted to invade Iraq in 2001. But this crime failed. Again, this crime in 2001 failed because Scientifically, that was proven end of 2001, the material with anthrax come out of the US Army itself. It was not a foreign attack, it was a domestic attack. Okay, so what they did, the FBI now investigated 7 years and they looked for a group, no, for a single man they looked. And then they had in 2008 Dr. Bruce Ivans and said, oh, he was alone the perpetrator. And he was, guess what? He was a direct co-worker of Emergent Biosolutions, the company who made a fortune of money with the antidote, with the vaccine against anthrax. And they said, oh, it was him. Okay, so, and now I put the evidence together to show, no, he was not the lonely perpetrator, it was a group. Yeah? And the evidence shows to Emergent Biosolutions and their company Battelle. It's all written in a book now. So, the message is, COVID-19 is an organized crime. It's a planned crime. It's not a pandemic, it's a plandemic. And now, this is different, all the evidence is out in a book. And it's so hard to address the evidence with a new crime, like COVID-19, but if you know that they are old criminals and they are the same persons, the same criminals, then you will say, oh, we will not trust these people again. And, again, they are producing today the corona vaccine for AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Novavax and others. So, think twice. Good message. So, I was the one who said that the corona event, the corona panic will happen in 2020. And I said this in a large interview broadcasted September 2019, so 4 months before the corona outbreak. And I kid you not. It's in the DVD. There are 2 DVDs inside the book, so you can watch this up. And I warned that this crime will happen, and it happened a couple of months later with COVID-19. And this is the reason why I'm blocked to speak in London. They even tried this in Stockholm, but the great Swedish people defended. Thank you very much. They arrested me in Germany several times. The Ministry of Finance tried to ruin me. They're now getting our house, so we need to flee with the family. They tyrannized, they kicked out my boys from the school. Yeah, so the school director came months ago on the schoolyard and said to my boys, you go now, leave the school. Yes? So same thing like the 1930s, yeah, where school directors kicked out boys. Well, okay. So, but we will go on. And my answer is, we will do it professional with this book. And so all the evidence is out now there. It's now in German. But we gathered now together some resources that we're able to print this in English as well. So this is a good thing, and it's called Game Over because it's now game over to the mafia. And it's written in a way that that is very understandable. It shows who it is, and it shows how the connections are, and it was put like this into a card game. So you can see who it is, you have the face, and you have the connections to this. And you can even play with this in a classical card game. So 52 perpetrators are put together in a classical card game, and I kid you not. So, you have all the list of the characters here. Yes? So you can buy the book, you can see this inside with the DVDs, you can buy today the magazine here. So there is a summary of the book. The book has around 500 pages, 100 infographics, yes? And even here we have today, in English and in German, the card game. So you can see Mr. Fauci, Mr. Trump, the German Dr. Drosten, and some people you don't know, like Bruce Ivans, but you should know him. He should be as famous as Osama bin Laden. Yeah? And this criminal case, and I worked like a medical detective the last years, yeah, long before COVID-19. This is really the evidence that you can go to court if it's not corrupted. You can go to court with these organal evidences all printed in the book, yeah, and say, hey, this is a group of criminals. This is organized crime. It's a worldwide mafia, and I kid you not. And it's very dangerous because it's orchestrated all over the world. So the book is out, and well, the good message for you is it's not I'm not only addressing the problems, I'm addressing the solution as well. So in the solution, I put into a game like the Monopoly. Yes, it's the anti-monopoly. And it's called Wirkraft, We Power, wirkraft.org. So because a genius man found the solution of the social question, he said, well, that I invented the diesel engine was good, but minor. The fact that I solved the social question, this was the biggest achievement in my life. What? Someone claimed he had the solution for solving poverty, child poverty? Yes. He was a genius man and called Rudolf Diesel. You know him all from the diesel engine. But you don't know him that he said from himself, I have this the solution. Because he was killed and his book vanished for 100 years. But now the book, you can see it on wirkraft.org for free, plus how it works, it was put now into a game. And I'm happy to announce that we have this game in German and in English as well. Some copies are out here. So there is an international version. So this is my message to you. Yeah? We are facing organized crime in a worldwide fashion. But don't have too much fear, because we have the best chance in 100 years to overcome this organized crime and to make the society much better, independent. Because Wirkraft shows the way how to finance our own things. So in the end, it's just 5 things. First, we need to expose organized crime. It's a worldwide mafia. So it's this, yeah? This is the exposing of the organized crime. Second, we don't work for organized crime. Third, we don't buy from organized crime. Buy by Amazon. Fourth, we start up our own companies with better products and better services. This is the only solution. Yes? We just say, no, we don't play with the criminals, and be consequent. And I heard that the Swedish are the only ones in the world who call the German hippies. So you're very serious people. And I was grown up in Lübeck at the Baltic Sea. Yeah? So I'm North German. Well, the Baltic Sea is doing something. So we have the problems and the solutions. This is a good message. Thank you very much for the attention.